Hey there, how y'all doing? I was going to do a video on something that happened to me here recently. About 3 weeks ago, I was out cutting the grass and I had to run up to Walmart to get something. And I was cutting the grass. I had on just a pair of Bermuda shorts and a pair of tennis shoes. So I thought if I'm going to town, I just got my Glock 23 out and put it in the inside the waistband holster and just stuck it down in my blue jeans, and I put a t-shirt on over me just so the t-shirt could cover up that I was carrying concealed. And it's about a seven and a half mile trip to town and back. I live out in the country a little bit, so I go to Walmart and get what I want to get, and then I come back, and by the time I got home, I'm here to tell you something. The grip on this Gen 4, where it was rubbing against my side, when I got home and took my t-shirt off, it looked like I'd laid down in a pile of poison ivy. And man, you talking about sore and raw and hurting. So I got to do something about that. So here's what I did. It's nothing major, nothing big. Anybody can do it, and some people probably don't want to do it. But I've got my Glock 23 and my Glock 26 here. They're both empty. What I got to thinking, what can I do on this Gen 4? You know, it's got that, I guess they want to call it the rough texture frame. But man, that stuff laying against your skin, man, that can rub a raw place. And not only that, I did have some rubber grips on here, but I had them on here so long, and I dry fire every day, and I practiced drawing every day, and after a year or so, they got to where they was getting a little worn, so I took it off. And I went to shoot at the range after I did that, and the stippling on this thing was just a little bit, bites me a little bit. I mean, you guys that's got rough, callous hands, you probably don't even notice it anyway, but it bothers me. So what I did was I came home and I just got a regular old nail file, and I just lightly just started going over the handle like this, around on the back grip. Did it on the other side, not putting a whole lot of pressure on there now, just going on, and right here on the grips. And I got the feeling with that, and I thought, man, that felt pretty good. So got my Glock 26. Took a little nail file and did the same thing, went all the way around it. Well, I did it in an even pattern, so it wouldn't look so, well, it didn't matter, it didn't hurt it anyway. Did it all the way around on this, felt that, and they got the feeling pretty good, but it was still, I put it on my side and rubbed it against my side of my stomach and my side, and it was still just a little bit biting in. So I just got some fine sandpaper, and I just tore off a little clip, and I started just going across it real easy, all over the grips. I did that on both of them, and you can see that if the light's in here right, you can see that it did not alter it by looks. And if you can listen to this, it still got a ton of traction on it. But those little pyramids that are on here, and they've got a little sharp point on all of them. All I wanted to do was just smooth that out just a little bit, and it turned out great. And now I can shoot this without the grips on it, and it doesn't bother me near as much as it used to. And I'm really pleased with the way that it turned out. It didn't. I thought it might file them down too much, but you can't even tell by looking at it that it's done. But it just made it so much easier in your hand when you got it, especially if you got an inside the waistband holster, and when you're shooting it, man. Especially, well, not so much with the 26, but with the 40, with the kick this thing's got, it doesn't bite into my hand nearly as bad as it used to. So, you know, a lot of you probably not even interested in doing that, but I had to come up with something something to keep that thing from scratching on the inside of me, because I do like to carry an inside the waistband when I can. In the wintertime, I mostly always go with an outside the waistband. But man, that was getting rough where that thing was digging into my side, and I couldn't deal with that. So I was just showing you how I modified the grips on this Gen 4. So that's how I did it, if anybody's interested. So thank you much for watching. See you guys later.